babies in your diapers. Welcome to the Tiberius Show with your host, Tiberius Boy.
That's me, Tiberius. Today, we are going to talk about some very awesome stuff. We have an awesome video game to talk about, a great book about Minecraft mods, my balloon squirrel report, and I got a totally awesome guest, the one, the only, Miss Linda Zajac. Linda is an author and wrote a book series about Minecraft.
It's great to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Today, we are going to start off with the video game of the week, and this is going to be a good one.
And now it's time for the video game of the week.
Today's video game is Adventure Simulator. So this is the game on the Roblox platform. That means it works on PC, Mac, and even your cell phone. Anywhere that Roblox will work, you can play this game. This game is also free. This game is made by Psychic Games. So you start off with nothing but your fists. You walk up to an enemy and punch him. You gain XP and gold. You can use that gold to buy weapons. As you get stronger weapons, you can also level up with the XP. This makes you do more damage and unlocks more areas with harder and harder enemies to attack. Okay, so what is really cool about the game is that you can buy eggs and get pets.
That's really cool. That's wicked cool.
Yeah. So the pets help you do more damage and when you attack, and it gives you more money when you defeat the enemy. There are boss fights and you can get awesome upgrades. I got my dad to try it out and he caught up to me really fast. He told me to look for the math pattern and then I will level up very fast as well. I am only a few levels behind him and it is cool that we can compete on a game after school.
That's awesome.
I give Adventure Simulator 10 out of 10 stars because, well, I like competing with my dad. And this game is not about being difficult or being fast or having mad sniping skills will not make one gamer better than another. The ability to grind down the enemies and wait for the boss to respawn is all that is to it. It really helps if you wait and get the last hit in to steal the XP. If you are ever injured at work or in a car accident, you should call my friend Chuck. Wait, you are not Chuck.
My dad can help when people get hurt. He loves to help. You can call him at 407-801-2667.
cwsmithlaw.com. That website again is cwsmithlaw.com.
Does it actually have that much W's?
Over 40 years, Lighthouse Central Florida has provided education, independent life skills, and job training to thousands of Central Floridians who live with blindness or any degree of vision loss. Whether it's picking out clothes in the morning or just moving around your community and serving Orange, Seminole, and Osceola counties. Contact Lighthouse Central Florida at 407-898-2483 or visit them online at lighthousecfl.org.
And now we're all ready for the book of the week.
The unofficial guide to Minecraft mods. This book was written by Linda Zajac. Let me read you the back of the book. In fact, wait, Linda, this is a book that you wrote. Do you want to do the honor?
I would love to. Okay. Minecraft gamers get creative by making their own mods. Mods are lines of code that change the game, and players use them to build worlds straight from their imaginations. Gamers can instantly create complex vehicles or buildings with mods. Or maybe you just want to add silly hats for the characters to wear. How do people create mods? What's the safest way to download mods? Find out
in this book. So first off, this is not an AR book. You don't get any points for reading it. But it is a book about Minecraft and modding, so who needs points? So first, the book explains what mods are. If you are new to Minecraft, who am I kidding? If you are listening to this show, you already know what Minecraft is, or you at least have heard my review of it a few months ago. So mods are modifications or changes to the game made by someone that is not the creator of the game. This happens to a lot of games, but with Minecraft there are thousands of mods. What is cool is that your book talks about how you can use mods to have different furniture or gameplay styles by just changing the mod.
Yeah, there are a whole bunch of mods that do all kinds of things. You can make the characters wear mohawks. You can add, a lot of the game you grow wheat to make bread, and there's a mod called Pam's Harvest Craft where there's all kinds of food, so you don't have to worry about losing your health and energy. And then there's another mod that I loved. It was called Derp Cats, and the cats do all kinds of crazy things. Like they jump straight up, and there's one that's a rainbow cat, and little green sparkles comes out of the back, and it passes gas. So it's pretty funny. It can be pretty hysterical.
The book also talks about downloading Forge to store and sort the mods. This program will help you make sure mods are compatible to each other and allow programmers to make their own mods within Forge. This way, when Forge updates, the mods are updated as well. This is good, but I found that keeping up with the versions require a lot of work. I was bugging my dad to fix the version all the time. But my dad found Technic Launcher that works with Forge. And this is so cool. Technic backs up your files and installs mods and switches mods while you play. It works with Forge and thousands of other mods. It is so easy, I can do it without my dad's help. Without your book, I would not have tried to get Forge and therefore not found Technic Launcher.
I'm not familiar with Technic Launcher.
Really?
No, yeah, really. Forge, to me, seemed to be the most popular way of modding the game. What it does is it takes the play button and it divides it in half, so you can choose to play with mods, or you can choose to play Minecraft just the way it is. So that's how I played it. There is other ways to mod it. There's plenty of other ways to mod it. And also Forge lets you pick and choose the mods.
I give the unofficial guide to Minecraft mods 10 out of 10 stars because, well, first I got to meet the author, and she is sitting right next to me. And, well, I really thought it was cool that the creeper was really forced to pig, and that had a book, and the creator decided to keep it. I think all kids that like Minecraft should read this book. You can find it online or on Amazon or Barnes & Noble.
The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our awesome sponsors, SlutChannelUS.com. These guys are very, very cool. They bring 21st century surface drainage solutions to reality. They can do corporate and government work. These are the guys that make roads and bridges safe in the rain. You can see all about them at SlutChannelUS.com. That website again is SlutChannelUS.com. The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our dedicated sponsors, Custom Designs Orlando. These guys are on Mills Avenue and do all sorts of stuff, ranging from photo ID badges, engraved signs, custom Braille ADA signs, vinyl lettering, to trophies and awards. They can ship products all over the United States. You can reach them at 407-898-0373.
Today's guest is going to be so much fun. Today we have the one, the only, the amazing Zajac. I hope I've been saying that correctly.
It's close enough. It's Zajac.
Ah, okay. Linda is an author of a series of books about Minecraft. I got to be the first person in the whole world to review her first Minecraft book. And now I get to review her second one. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. You know, you're the only kid I know that has their own radio station. That's really impressive.
Really? So first off, how are you enjoying being on the show?
I love it. I think it's great. This is a, impressive setup you have here.
So, what is the best part about being an author?
There's a lot of things I like. Well, actually, I'm a new author. I like being able to educate people by my writing and entertain them. I like the fact that when I write, I get to do research and I'm always learning something new. That's pretty awesome. And I get to be creative too. I like that.
So why did you decide to write about Minecraft? Do you play it?
I did to write the books. It was kind of a fortuitous little thing that happened. I happened to see a blog that the publisher put out. They were looking for a writer with a computer background. And now I know a lot of writers, and most science writers have either an English background or a science background, and there are very few that have a computer background. And the reason for that is because you work with computers, you're logical, and writing is not logical at all. You can write and write and write and not sell things. So it's a hard kind of thing to cope with. So I thought I might have a chance. So I answered their call for writers, and I was kind of surprised. They, early in the year, they sent me an email that they were interested in having me write something, and then I found out they wanted me to write about Minecraft. So that's how I decided to write about Minecraft. It wasn't my decision, it was theirs.
When you were a kid, what did you want to do when you grew up? Did you always know you were going to be an author?
No, I wrote poetry when I was in high school. Also, when I was in high school, I took a programming course, probably the only course that they offered, and I really liked it. I thought it was like a puzzle. So I decided to go into programming. I went to school for programming.
Okay. So, what was the first job that you ever had?
I think I worked at Howard Johnson's as a waitress, and I lasted one night. It was third shift. I was coming home, the sun was rising, and I'm like, I have to go to bed now. This stinks. And that was the end of that job. I quit.
Was there anything you learned from that job that helped you be a better writer?
From which job?
Your first job.
I don't think so. It had nothing to do with writing.
I thought waitress would write down, the orders that they had.
Yeah. Well, I think I was just scooping ice cream.
That is funny.
I didn't mean to be funny. I'm just telling it like it is.
So I read both of your unofficial guide to Minecraft books, and why does it say unofficial?
I think that has to do with Minecraft, the company. There's some law or whatever that they have that you can't make it official unless they give their stamp of approval on it. So I think most books about Minecraft are unofficial, and I'm not really sure how you get to be official. A lot of official ones are maybe written by Minecraft or Microsoft or something.
Microsoft. Okay. So if my listeners wanted to grow up being an author, what advice would you give them?
You're going to need, the one thing you're really going to need is perseverance, is to not give up, to keep at it. And also, artists and sculpture and people that work with sculpture and musicians, they say it takes 10 years to really get good at your craft. So don't expect to be an expert. Very few people are so naturally gifted that they are that good right away.
So my teacher says that I will use math every day. Do you use math when you were at work?
Yes, I do. I have business expenses that I have to keep track of. Let's see. When I go on business trips, I need to keep track of all of things I buy, and taxes are math. Every year I have to file tax returns. So, yeah, math is an important skill.
So what's the biggest mistake that you've ever made? And how did you change as a person?
The biggest mistake is an embarrassing mistake. I won a nice award. I won the Penn New England Susan P. Bloom Discovery Award. So I had to go and read it in an auditorium, and I was always like an introvert as a kid. So talking in front of people, that just kind of mortified me. So that was one issue. And then I had a lot of family things going on. I had a sister in one hospital, a mother in another. I was taking care of another kid. And I was supposed to bring my manuscript with me, and I totally forgot. So I was supposed to get up there and read it. I had nothing to read. So I felt like as big as an ant. And what did I do? And how did I, I actually joined Toastmasters. It was like torture going there because I was such a bad speaker that it was just hard for me. And I've learned a lot from them, and I'm really good at analyzing other speakers now. I listen to them, and I listen for ums and ahs. I see if they're jumping around, if they're putting their hands in their pocket, and who talks monotone and things like that. So that has helped me.
When you are not writing the next awesome book, what do you do for fun?
I do a lot of things. Actually, I'm here on vacation in Orlando, so the things I did for fun here, I snorkeled with a manatee. I mean, I got up so close to that thing. I biked on the beach. That's not anything we can do in Connecticut. I went on an airboat ride, and held an alligator this morning. So that was a lot of fun. That was very cool. But at home, those things are not available to me. At home, I would go hiking or biking, snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, my garden. I like to cook sometimes not.
Okay, so what is your favorite book that you did not write?
It depends on what age you're talking about. What age? For kids or...
Kids.
You know what book I really like? A nonfiction book called Me, Jane. The ending is just, it's all illustrations, and then the ending is a photograph, and you're like, wow. It's something about dreams coming true, and then you see that her dream came true. It's a great book. Mm-hmm. It's a nonfiction.
Okay.
For little kids.
Okay. Can you tell me that one story? Remember, this is a kid's show. But that one story, that you're not supposed to tell me about. Come on, you can tell me. Give it to Papa.
Are you sure you want to know? Sure you want to know?
Mm-hmm.
This is a good one. I have a friend. She's rather petite. She was like 5'1". So when we were in gym class, she went into a locker and said, "See, I can fit." And I said, I took that as a challenge. So I went in the locker and I scrunched in really small, and I fit in there too. She shut the door, but the door was damaged. The lock was damaged. So she couldn't get me out. And she said, "I can't open the door." And I'm like, "Come on, you're kidding me." And she's, "No, I can't open the door. Can you kick it from the inside?" And if you're inside a locker, how much room do you have to really do a kick? Like nothing. So then she goes, "Well, I have to go get the janitor. I have to go get the gym teacher." And the gym teacher comes out. "Who's in there?" I'm like, "Oh, no." Anyways, she had to go get the janitor. The janitor brought a crowbar and banged on the locker while I'm in there. I felt like I was inside a bell. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. I felt like I needed to come out with a paper bag on my head. And then I went back into my class, and I just felt like everyone knew. Like everybody knew that I was in the locker, and everybody was laughing. I don't think anybody knew, because I was at now everybody knows. Thanks, guys. And anyways, I went to a reunion, and I mentioned it to a classmate. "Hey, did you know that I did this?" She's like, "No, I didn't hear that." And so I don't think it was well known. I think it was kept under wraps. You've just let the cat out of the bag.
Is there anything else you think my listeners should know about you?
I did all the screenshots for the book with the help of my daughter, and they asked me for like 50 different shots, maybe. And I had so much fun doing the screenshots. To me, it was like photography. I got behind, in Minecraft, you can look like through the character's eyes, or you can look in third person or first person, front, back. So I did all those. I had all different biomes. I had beautiful mesa pictures. They asked me for 50 pictures. They got like 550 pictures. I holed up in my office for probably 2 weeks straight doing screenshots, and my husband was really worried. He thought I was becoming a gaming addict. This is true. This is true.
Do you have a website or Facebook for our listeners that want to follow you?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell me?
Of course. My website is www.lindarosezajac.com.
Okay.
And Facebook, I have 2 Facebook accounts. One is Linda Zajac Science Writer, and the other one is Linda Rose Zajac, I think.
Okay. I'll try to get you on as my friend. My name on Facebook is Tiberiusboyd. That's what it is on Facebook.
I'm glad you know it.
I do. I do know mine. I've been on there for a while. Thank you so much, Linda, for being my special guest. Can you stick around for Math Corners?
I would love to.
Mid-State Fire has been providing top-quality fire equipment services for 3 generations to the Central Florida area. Don't wait for an emergency to repair. Call Mid-State Fire today at 407-246-8855. Get your fire extinguishers and emergency lighting for both your home and businesses by visiting www.midstatefire.com. That number again is 407-246-8855. The Tiberius Show would like to thank Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures for being one of our sponsors. I got to go on an airboat and saw a real gator. I even got to go to the gem mine and mine for some gems. We ate a steak dinner at the restaurant and even got some gator rights. If you want to have a blast with the entire family, I suggest you go to www.bcairboats.com right now. Get your tickets today. The website again is bcairboats.com. Oak Ridge Gun Range is a family-oriented shooting range that has been in business for over 30 years. They specialize in basic firearm training and offer numerous services such as consignments, gun trades, gunsmithing, and concealed weapon classes. I even got my training for gun safety at Oak Ridge Gun Range. Great customer service, and firearm safety is what they do best. So find out more at oakridgegunrange.com.
Get ready, it's time for the Bowling Score Report.
This week I went to Boardwalk Bowling and my scores were 69, 96, and 100. I saw Izzy, Ryan, and Daniel bowling. It was a lot of fun. If you want to go bowling with me, be sure to join me at the new Summer League at Boardwalk Bowling Monday nights at 6:30 in the evening, bro.
Tiberius' favorite subject, it's Math Corners.
And now it's time for Math Corners. Thank you so much, Linda, for your help with Math Corners. Today, we are going to talk about perimeter and area backwards. See, sometimes you get the answer and you have to make the question. So with area, well, like when you are told a rectangle has an area of 24 and you get to decide what the sides could be. You know that area equals base times height, so if the area is 24, the rectangle could be 4 by 6, or 3 by 8, or 2 by 12, or 1 by 24. Each is possible because they are in a factor of 24. Now, if you are dealing with perimeter and you are told that the answer is 20 and you have to determine the sides of the rectangle, and you can go back to the formula. Perimeter equals base plus height times 2. So if you have the answer, you just divide it by 2 and then add and then do an addition factor. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. So the rectangle can be 1 by 9, 2 by 8, 3 by 7, 4 by 6, and 5 by 5. So with any answer that you can see, there is a limited number of possible questions it could have been. Now, for all that love patterns, if you study the patterns of answer versus what the questions could be, it can help predict the answers for larger math problems because there are only so many with the same solution. Once you use that formula and then factor the family, you will always be able to check your work. Oh, and something I learned in class, don't forget to include the unit of measure in your work. You get points off for forgetting to mark if it is inches, feet, or miles. If you don't know, you can still use the term units. So, Linda, do you now know all about solving area and perimeter backwards?
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Linda, for your help with math corners.
No problem.
And now it's time for Heart of a Lion. We, the Tiberius Show, like living with the heart of a lion. Living with the heart of a lion stands for leadership, integrity, obedience, and nobility. We asked Dr. Ferret exactly what that means.
Leadership is really about influence. Leadership is, and the way we define it is good leadership, is about setting the right example and encouraging other people to do the right thing. Integrity is about doing right no matter what. Through life, there are a lot of different circumstances that arise, and integrity, someone who shows integrity, it doesn't matter what all the external things are, they always choose to do what is right. Obedience is about obeying those who are in authority over you, whether that's a teacher, a boss, a parent, that when you are asked to do something, that you respond with obedience, quickly and completely. Nobility is about having respect. It's about carrying yourself with respect and showing respect to others. When you put these 4 things together, that's Lion Strong.
This week we're going to talk about integrity. For me, I think integrity is doing what is right even when no one else is looking. The qualities of integrity is honesty, sincerity, truthfulness, and fairness. Well, this week during recess, the teacher had to go do something, and we all behaved and acted like she was there. And at home, I got up early and got dressed for school and was all ready before my mom woke up. She was very happy, and I did everything correctly first before getting on my computer in the morning. Linda, did you see I use integrity at all this week?
I would have to say I did. When you asked me questions, I answered them truthfully and even though it was embarrassing.
Of all the Heart of a Lion virtues, which is your favorite?
You know, I think I like integrity.
Why?
You should have integrity. You don't want to be lying to people. That's just not right to do that. It's just, as a writer, we have so much fake news and things like that. I really want to get what I write accurate and correct and not spread fake news. Like I've seen people do that on Facebook. They see something, they believe it, and then they go and share it, and it just propagates it and makes it worse. So integrity is really important.
That's great. It's important to try and be lion strong in everything we do. And that's our show, folks. I want to thank the one, the only Linda Zajac for being my special guest this week. It has been awesome talking with you today, and I hope to be able to be the first to reveal your next book when you write it.
Thank you very much for having me on the show. I really appreciate being here and meeting you in person. It was a great experience.
And be sure to listen to us next week on the Tiberius Show with your host, Tiberius. Boing!
The Tiberius Show is not filmed in front of a live studio audience. Executive producer Joseph Boy. Production editor Pierre Laguerre. Green Room manager Danny Boy. Broadcast associate James Smith. and your program host, Tiberius Boy. The Tiberius Show is copyright 2018.